Hello everyone and welcome back to FFB Talk. Before we get started, we'd like to ask you to kindly like and subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend, as it really helps our channel grow and develop. But without further ado, let's get into this latest video, which is about football today, the Premier League relegation fight.
Yes, and I mean the relegation fight has turned out to be one of the best we've probably seen in a while. You got places from 20th down to up to 12th in it. 12th.
12th, yeah. I mean Chelsea soon in 11th if they're not careful.
They're coming for us. They're going to come for us. But it's the biggest relegation fight I've seen in ages. Like somehow it's 8 teams, but there's one team that we start with that we've both said that's going to be 20th, which is Southampton. And I mean, go into detail. They're 20th in the Premier League with only 23 points. Which, look at a team like this, should be having more than that. Come on now.
Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Southampton. I think for what they've had over the last, how long is it? 10 years that they've been in the Premier League consistently.
A long time.
Yeah, maybe even longer than that. But around 10 years, I think they've done a really good job, and we've seen phenomenal players come out of Southampton. I'm talking about likes of Virgil van Dijk, Sadio Mane, Luke Shaw. Class names coming out of. Oh, as a United fan, I've got to add them anyways.
Yeah, I guess so. But
class names that everyone, not only in the Premier League but around the world and Europe knows.
Yeah.
So I think Southampton have done a brilliant job, and it's sad to see them not only fighting this relegation battle, but we think they're going to finish rock bottom this season.
You could say James Ward-Prowse now. I mean, he's still at Southampton, but he should be on better places from now.
Yeah.
And we look at their home record, where they've only got 10 points from their home record. They've got a better away record than the home record, which 13 points away and 10 at home.
I think that just shows, like, Southampton on their day, they can do it. Obviously, we saw that early in the season in the Carabao Cup when they shocked Man City, beating them 2-0.
Yep, so I was surprised enough.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it's what won United the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I know. I guess it has. I guess, but I mean, they've handed you the Carabao Cup, so technically they've won it with you. But you see the recent results. They've lost to Man City 4-1, lost to West Ham 1-0. They had a nice draw against Tottenham, to be fair, 3-3. Not a bad draw against Tottenham. But then you look at the results. You draw 0-0 against United, lost Brentford 2-0. Their last win was 4th of March against Leicester at 1-0. I mean, they've even lost to Grimsby.
Huh? Yeah, they did. Yeah. In the FA Cup, that was a shock result, really.
Yeah, it was.
League 2 side Grimsby Town beating Southampton. I mean, I think that's what really sums up their season. They can one day can be losing to Grimsby. The next day they can be beating Manchester City. I think that sums up their season.
Yeah, they'll be playing Grimsby.
But obviously,
soon.
It's not been consistent enough.
Yeah. Huh? I said they'd be playing Grimsby soon by the looks of it. But like you said, it's not consistent enough. But we move on to 19th place, what have you gone for?
I've gone for Nottingham Forest. I've gone for Nottingham Forest.
I mean, just think of the amount of money they spent. And Keylor Navas, he can't be in the Championship. No way.
Bro, it's crazy. That Nottingham Forest team. They're the relegation version of Chelsea. They've got so many good players, world-class players. But it's like 11 individuals, and they can't play as a team, As you said, Keylor Navas, Felipe, Lodi, Jesse Lingard, Andre Ayew. The list goes on.
Yeah. And you look at their home record, which literally is keeping them up. They got 21 points from their home record, but the away record is what's keeping them down there, with only 6 points gained from away records. They've won 1 and drawn 3.
That's poor. So they've not won a single game away from home.
Once.
They've only won once. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's crazy. I think. What could that be down to? What do you think?
I mean, if you look at Nottingham Forest, defensively is absolutely just out the window. But then you could say all over. I don't know, because Brennan Johnson's more of a winger, but then I saw who he was really like up front. Like,
Yeah,
do you really play your
that's the
winger up
point.
top? But you look at you mean you got the defensive worries, but then you've still got to attack and score. So it's all over the pitch really for Nottingham Forest, I reckon, this season. But I mean, sitting in 18th, they've the recent results hasn't been the best either. I mean, what's their recent results? Do you know?
I think they haven't won um a league game, I think, or any game since the start of February, which was a 1-0 win to Leeds.
1-0 to Leeds.
Yeah,
Wow.
if I'm
Yeah,
not
5th of
mistaken,
February.
I would have
Yeah.
to recheck that, but I
No,
think
yeah,
it
5th of
is.
February. You're right.
Yeah.
And in those results, they've lost to Villa 2-0, lost to Newcastle 2-1, Tottenham 3-1, and they've lost to even West Ham 4-0, which,
Mm.
I mean, they've got a good point out of Man City at least. But, I mean, obviously, they won't. I don't think they'll sack the manager, Steve Cooper. He's too low, I reckon. I reckon
Same.
he
It's
won't
the
get
same
sacked.
as Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah,
They wouldn't sack the manager.
yeah, definitely wouldn't. And we move on to our last relegation, which we've gone for different ones this time. What have you gone for?
Yeah. I've gone for Leeds United. Leeds United, and that's not because I'm a Manchester United fan, but I
Mm,
truly think Leeds could be going down here.
yeah,
Who have you gone for?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
I
Fair
mean
enough.
they're getting results. The recent result they've won 1-0 to Leicester yesterday, which is a good another 3 points for them. They've beaten
Mm.
Liverpool. I mean, it's not a bad record for them. They've had 19 points at home and got 11 points away, which is solid. But I don't know, there's something about them. I just don't see them surviving this season, unfortunately.
All 8 teams which are currently at the bottom, I see them all as good teams deserving to play in the Premier League. I don't look at one and say, they don't deserve to
No.
be in the Premier League. They're not like a Norwich which go down and then go back up.
Yeah, yo-yo.
I
Yeah,
look at all 8 teams and I'm like, I want to see them playing Premier League football. And
yeah,
that's a reason why I haven't said Leicester to go down, even though currently they sit second to bottom as we speak in the league table. I can't see them
yeah.
going down. I mean,
No, I can't.
there's like it was only what was it 2 seasons ago, when they were fighting for fourth place in
Yeah,
the
fourth when
for,
Liverpool
for the
just snatched
Champions
it.
League. But now look at them.
Yeah, and I mean, just one more thing about Bournemouth as well. They've had a few good results. They've beat Leicester yesterday away. They've beaten Fulham at home. They've beat Liverpool. And I know they lost to Arsenal 3-2, but that was 90th minute. Come on, they were 2-1 up in
Yeah.
the 88th. So, I mean, they have the right to stay up, but at the same time, I just don't think they will stay up. What about Leeds? What stats you got?
I think Leeds. They've been like when I watch Leeds play, I haven't got any confidence in them. And right now, as we speak, the game's just finished between Leeds and Crystal Palace. And
Mm,
Leeds, after
fourth.
leading 1-0 due to Patrick Bamford goal, they've
Yeah.
ended up losing 5-1.
I
And I
mean, how's
think
that
that's
possible?
exactly
At
how's
home
that
as well,
possible?
Ellen Road.
At home, yeah, Ellen Road, exactly. So I've got no trust in Leeds. I have more trust in Leicester with the
Yeah.
players they've got, the character they've got. The likes of James Ward-Prowse, not Ward-Prowse, James Madison, sorry. um, the likes of Vardy, Tillemans, even though he's on the bench. Big names like that, quite big
Yeah.
names to
Too good
lift
to
the
go
spirit
down.
of the camp. And I do see them surviving relegation. I think this year's just a poor season. I think next year they'll be stronger, at least fighting for the top 10 if they don't get relegated. Um,
Hopefully not.
yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, they're too big for the championship. It's crazy
Yeah.
to think that we're saying Leicester are too big for the championship when 8 years ago they were rooted in the championship.
Yeah, and they got that one promotion and they won the league title the next season, which
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how it's still out. Just thinking about it now, I don't know what happened there, how they won it, but hey,
How? How
that's
did the
football.
Big Six fumble that hard?
Yeah, I know it's bad, isn't it? But that's it for today, guys. As a recap, my bottom three relegation is Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth, and yours is
Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds in that order from
yes,
20th to 18th.
And stay tuned for the next video. And that is FFB out.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, and see you in the next video.